So a friend comes to you and says, hey, I have a beehive, but I don't have anywhere to put it. Can I keep it at your place? You agree, and before you know it, you've started your own company with it. An unlikely scenario, but that's exactly what happened for one man and his family in Bedford Heights. Beecology offers unique and natural products for skin, hair, and more made from bees. And as Jennifer Boris shows us, this is not bee business as usual.
Sometimes inspiration for a new business strikes when you least expect it. That was the case for Beecology when their inspiration came in the form of this little guy who is now the company logo. And it is definitely not business as usual. 7 years ago, one of David Rezepka's co-workers asked if he could put some bees out at the family farm in Geauga County.
I said, you know, okay, put them out there, but I don't want anything to do with these things. They sting. I don't want to be near them. I don't want to, you take care of them. So puts them out there, and he says, I can't come out anymore. I said, what do you mean you can't come out anymore? He said, I can't come out here because my wife is pregnant, and I'm not going to be able to tend to the bees. She's not letting me out of the house.
Concerned for the livelihood of the bees, David asked him to show him how to take care of them.
So comes out there, shows me what to do, and I finally, looked at these things in a totally different way that I've ever seen. They became a real passion of mine, and I enjoyed them.
The bees sparked the idea for David's company, Beecology.
I started to make lip balms. I took the beeswax, I go, all this beeswax, what the heck am I going to do with it? I could either make candles. So I started to make lip balms. I started in my basement. I started mixing together oils and waxes and essential oils, and I started giving them out to family and friends, and all of a sudden people started to like them, and they wanted more and more and more and more.
So after the company began nearly 3 years ago, he started selling them in a few local stores, and it's grown from there. But David never had any experience in this industry.
I was in real estate development with our family business, and I went to law school, and I'm a lawyer beekeeper.
Interesting combination, you may say, but David insists there are many similarities in business, bees, and the environment.
So I think you can combine a lot of those different things. It's not just beekeeping, it's a whole world. The bees really mimic our world, and we almost mimic them as much as they mimic us.
Starting a new business has been a challenge for the Rezepka family.
You go into a business and you have no clue what's going to happen, and it just sort of grows and mushrooms, and you got to weave and jog and go into different. I wear every single hat. I mean, I've done sales, I've done the manufacturing. You learn by the seat of your pants. It's a real learning curve, and you just learn how to do things. You read a lot, you mix a lot, you make a lot of mistakes, and you learn.
And he has had to learn quite a bit about the process of making these products, from assembling a soap mold, to mixing, pouring, cutting.
Cut it like a piece of cheese.
And stamping. David also has some help. For example, his wife Amy does a lot of the marketing and computer work.
She's been great at that. She helps me out in every way. And then we hired a marketing director and a branding person. Her name is Cheryl Shavers. She is fantastic, and I also have another person who helps me manufacturing the soaps.
And they're planning to bring in a few new employees this year, starting with someone to coordinate production. Besides making lip balms, Beecology offers a number of other products.
We make soaps, about 7-8 different kinds of soaps. We make shampoos and conditioners. We make creams. We make gift baskets and everything involving, and of course a little bit of honey. Most of it goes into the products now, but we do pour off some for gift baskets and friends and family and to give away.
He says he uses as much as he can from the bees at his farm, but also buys from many other local suppliers.
There are some preservatives that I have to use in the products because it would spoil too quickly to be on the shelves, but we try and use the least toxic preservative that I can find, and as we find better and better products and more natural products, we'll go with those kind of things.
David says the natural product market is getting bigger and bigger as more people become concerned with the ingredients in the products they're using. And he says Beecology is in the midst of a $180 billion industry in the United States alone, so there's plenty of room for growth.
Come about January, I'll start making a lot of different products. I'll start mixing in my basement. I have a lab in my basement. I bring all the stuff home and I just mix and mix and mix. And I make different stuff, and I'll give it to the kids and say, what do you think? And I'll give it to Amy, and I'll give it to my mom, and I'll give it to friends. And then we test on family and friends, not on animals.
In fact, he says kids are some of the best people to test on.
Your kids and their friends, they are brutal. Kids will tell you what they think. It's like, Mr. Zepka, I don't like this stuff. It's horrible. They don't mince any words. You know, they're not even like a focus group. They are brutally honest. And my dad is brutally honest with me, so he's one of my best testers.
The Rzepka family is not only focused on family, but also on giving back to the community through sweetyear.org, allowing customers to give 10% of the Beecology products they purchase to the charity of their choice.
I guess you would say that we are looking to create a business that is good for not only us, but society and giving back. So we're really a business that is going to try and give back to the community as much as we can.
Right now, you can find Beecology products like this on their website, beecology.com, and soon you can find them in local Whole Food stores. Then the next step is going national. In Bedford Heights, I'm Jennifer Boris for Western Reserve PBS.